Good evening. The name is Felicity. Today I will be conducting a capacity test on this Felicity 5 kilowatt battery. As a disclaimer, this video is not sponsored by anyone. I use my own money to buy the battery, and I test it and create the content so that others can find it informative. Again, for the purpose of this test, I wanted to clarify that this battery, the manufacturer recommend to charge these batteries to 57.6 volts, but for some reasons I'm unable to charge this battery to 57.6 volts. So I decided to reduce the charging voltage to 54.7. so this battery is charged to 54.7, and you can see from the capacity indication tab, this battery is fully charged. And you can see from my battery monitor, you can see I'm drawing only 5 watt like a flood. Let me try to zoom it. You can see it's just 4.64 watt or 84 milliamp. And the same goes with my charge controller. The charge controller is not charging. You can see the way it is blinking, you can see it is at flood. So I charge this battery to 54.7. Yes, I set it to 54.7 to charge it to full. So now my battery is fully charged. What I will be doing is I will turn up the solar disconnect, the one that brings in the, so let me turn up the, so now the solar panel is turned off. If you look at the battery monitor, you will see that it has some sort of some readings on it. So I think what I will be doing is I will first zero all the readings, both the amp hour readings and everything else. So let me go ahead and do that. Good. Now that the charge controller has turned off completely, so what I will be doing is I have that 5 kilowatt Felicity inverter, this one. So I will be turning that on, and I will be putting a load on it. Let me remove this. So I will turn that 5 kilowatt inverter on. It is connected to this battery through the shunt. So the inverter is on. I think only the inverter and a couple of LED light is on, and it is already consuming 115 watt. So what I will do now is I will be going and turning on a water heater so that I can quickly drain the battery. So let me do that. So now the water heater is on. You can see I am drawing 1.5 kilowatt, and the timer has started running. So I think what I will do now is I will leave it, because at 1.5 kilowatt it's like I'm draining the battery at like 0.3 or 0.28. See, so I will leave it like this for some time. Later I will come back and see what is happening. 40 minutes into the test, and you can see the battery state of charge indicator is still showing 4 bars, and I have so far drew 1 kilowatt hour of energy. I'm still at 19.1 amp hour, so the battery voltage is at 52.2. So I will leave it like this again and come back maybe in another 40 minutes. The water heater has boiled, and I have only so far drawn 1.97 kilowatt hour. And actually, probably now what I will be doing is I will be using this, I will be connecting this heat gun maybe to see whether I can drain more of the battery capacity. So let me go outside and try that. I have connected that 2 kilowatt heat gun. It is drawing 1.77 kilowatt now, and so far we have drawn 2 kilowatt hour. The battery voltage is at 51.7. The second capacity bar have went up at 41 amp hour, or I think 2.1 kilowatt. We are 3 hours into this test. So far we have drawn 2.8 kilowatt hour, or 53.5 amp hour, and right now I'm drawing 987 watt, or 19 amp from the battery. I have already removed the heat gun, but I connected a rice cooker now with my external lighting. That amount to that 19 amp. The battery bar is still 2 bar. Each bar is supposed to represent 25% of the battery capacity. So right now we have drawn 3.11 kilowatt, and to get 5 kilowatt we are going to need 1.89 kilowatt, and we have 2 bars. 1 bar represents 25%, and 25% of the battery capacity will be 1.25. so we will wait and see what will happen. The first bar went off around 20 amp hour. The second bar went up around 41 amp hour. So definitely I was thinking the third bar will went up at about 60 point something amp hour. 60 amp hour. Status, battery status bar still 2. This 2 doesn't mean 50%, it means less than 50%. 62 amp hour. The battery bar, or the battery capacity bar on the battery, is still 2 bar. The battery status bar went up. Now only 1 bar remains, which represents 25% of the battery capacity, and we have drawn 3.26 kilowatt hour now. So 25% is 1.25, which means if I am not wrong, we are looking at 4.5 kilowatt hour. But we will keep going and see what will happen at the end. It's 4 hours 1 minute into the test. So far I have drawn 3.68 kilowatt hour. The battery voltage is at 51 volts. The battery status bar is only 1 bar, and soon it will start blinking red, I think. So I will be waiting and seeing what is going to happen. The battery warning light has started flickering, blinking, which according to the manual says that when it starts, the battery capacity is less than 10%. And if you look at my battery monitor, I have only drained or drew 3.96 kilowatt hour, which by mass should be like 80% of the battery capacity. Alright, I have drawn 4 kilowatt hour of the energy, and my battery voltage is at 50.3, and you can see the 10% indicator is blinking. So I will try to drain the battery to below 50 volts and see what more capacity I can pull. The battery voltage has gone below 50 volts, and so far we were only able to extract 4.19 kilowatt hour, and the capacity is rated at 5 kilowatt hour. So I said that they said that the BMS will cut off at 48 volts, and so I'm waiting for it to cut off, and additionally I set that inverter to cut off at 48 volts too, so I will wait to see what will happen, what we can extract from the battery capacity. The battery has shut down at 48.1 volts, and we are able to extract 4.3 kilowatt hour. That's the maximum capacity that we are able to draw from the battery, 83 amp hour. So thank you for watching, and see you next time for another test.